MotoGP completes its spring vacation and it comes in to the last race before the summer break. Welcome to the Sachsenring here in Germany for round 9 of the 2024 campaign. Hello everybody, welcome to the German Grand Prix, live here on JB Motorsports Twitch, delayed on JB Motorsports as well. So here we go, what are we going to see here today? There is so much anticipation coming into this round of the championship. Jorge Martin on pole position, Miguel Oliveira second, Raul Fernandez third. Yesterday, some of the track houses are putting out drop further back in the field. Martin, though, took victory in the sprint race. There is so much anticipation, so much excitement coming into this weekend. Let's head straight down to the grid for the latest news. Down there with Susie Perry.
Well, he's on a gas, yeah, same back, just in front of Brad Binder. So them two actually, we know they start really well, so they're going to be really aggressive from the start.
Just a little shout out for Remy Gardner, who's in for Alex Rins, of course, who's recovering from his operations. But he's had a decent weekend so far. It'd be great to see him move forward, wouldn't it?
He has. You can't expect somebody coming in like that in the middle of the championship with all these guys having, race pace, race rhythm. It's very hard to adapt. So Remy Gardner is obviously doing a great job in World Superbikes, but coming to MotoGP is a completely different bike to ride. Different tires, different dynamics. You need a completely different riding style. So he's not done bad at all. He was within a second of his teammate Fabio Quartararo, the ex-world champion. So yeah, he's done a good job so far, and hopefully he can have a strong race and enjoy himself. Yeah,
let's have a word about Fabio Di Gianantonio. A lot of people talking about him for, getting a factory Ducati next year, or maybe even going to the Yamaha team, to the Pramac Yamaha team.
Yeah, Di Gianantonio is doing a great job. He did last year, from the middle of last year, picked up the pace, managed to win a race in Qatar as well. And this year, even though we haven't seen him very often, he's done a great job with his Ducati 2023. He's outstanding, so he's very well deserved. Whatever happens to him, a factory Yamaha with the Pramac team or factory Ducati, I get the feeling that's why he's trying to get as a priority in within, for example, the VR 4016. That would be a perfect setup for him. Continuity with what he's doing this year, and yeah, a very well deserved upgrade.
Well, I suppose he could go to the Gresini team as well. A huge crowd here today, about 100,000 fans ready and anticipating this German Grand Prix, and what a spectacle it will be. Your favourite, though, for this?
My favourite for the race, I'm going to go with Enea Bastianini.
Are you really?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a long race, and I think the tyre degradation is going to come to play very, very much in the last 10 laps.
Okay, well, that's interesting. That is not what I thought you were going to say, but that's why I love MotoGP, because it's so unpredictable. But a lot of it, of course, is about the tyres, and that is probably why Silvan has picked that with his late race pace. Let's find out the latest news on what they're going to do then. Michael has it, hopefully.
Yeah, I do indeed, Susie, and it happens every so often, but today it's unanimous. So the entire grid have gone for the hard front and the medium rear tyre. So there's no gambles going into play today, but tyres will play a big role. The temperature's a little bit cooler, so front pressure isn't as much of an issue. Because they've got the medium rear in, that's actually going to stress the front tyre a little less, but they will play a huge part. And as Silvan said, he stole me out. Actually, I'm standing in front of Enea Bastianini thinking this man will save his tyres best. He seems to be able to not utilise the front tyre, and as we've seen earlier today at both Moto 3 and Moto 2, that is the critical part. So around these long hanging corners, able to have grip and turning. I was going to tip Enea, but Silvan stole them.
Thanks, Michael. Yeah, you've got to get in there first with these bets, haven't you? You're looking at shots then of Pecco Bagnaia. Of course, the double world champion, looking for his third, chasing the man at the front at the moment, Jorge Martin, and we are ahead of the summer break here. So you've got Pecco Bagnaia there from the second row of the grid, and actually 3 rows back from him in 13th. You've got Marc Marquez, who managed yesterday in the sprint to go from 13th to 6th, which is not too bad. Not quite what he wanted, but pretty good. But he knows that you can make so many points and so many paces down into turn 1, which actually you can spin around if you want, Alex, and just show just about where it is. So we've got a couple of people and the safety car in the way, but that's the turn 1 down there, and that is going to be so important for this race, as it was indeed yesterday. But your man in pole position, Jorge Martin, he's been looking so confident this weekend. He's leading the way, he's trying to stretch the lead, he's trying to do what he did last year, the double-double. So yesterday he won the sprint race, and of course today he's going after victory. It's so important as we go into the summer break that these riders are feeling happy because they've got 3 weeks to think about it. But here's a great story for you on the grid here. The Trackhouse boys, Miguel Oliveira, these guys have worked so hard to get this team into shape, and really Miguel has been leading that for them, and yesterday got there second on the grid, and he's got his teammate Raul Fernandez alongside him, who's still learning and still coming through. Alex Marquez behind them, and this is the scene, and we are literally now just seconds before they go out to do what they do, and you can feel the tension on here. We have a crowd, a capacity crowd of 100,000 people, and the German Grand Prix is about to start here. And there is your man then, all eyes on Jorge Martin. The question is, can he do the double here in Sachsenring?
Here it comes, the German Grand Prix. Back. We're back!
Yeah!
For MotoGP, and we're not that close together anymore. We can move! Hello! Hey. We're back in the main commentary box for the German Grand Prix after being literally...
I can move my arm.
We were knelt down like that yesterday with a handheld mic in the sprint. And now we're back, full in progress, all ready to go.
My wisdom teeth are still coming.
Yeah, well, it's going to be like that. We're back live on JBMotorsports Twitch and delayed on YouTube. Welcome to the MotoGP German Grand Prix, the last race before the summer break. Martin on pole position, followed by Oliveira and Raul Fernandez, the front row. Then it's Pecco Bagnaia, Alex Marquez, Franco Morbidelli, Maverick Vinales, Fabio Di Giannantonio, Enea Bastianini and Pietro Acosta the top 10. Brad Binder has 11th, follow that further down the order as well with Marco Bezzecchi, Marc Marquez in 13th, Fabio Quartararo is 14th, Augusto Fernandez 15th, Jack Miller is 16th, Takiki Nakagami is in 17th, Luca Marini 18th, Johan Zarco is 19th, Juan Mir 20th, Remy Gardner 21st, and Stefan Bradl with a 3-place grid penalty lines up 22nd after dangerous riding yesterday in qualifying. Alongside me in the commentary box is Megan Birch, and Megan, round 9 of the season, summer break coming up. It's all down to Martin v Bagnaia in the championship.
That's a lot of smoke bombs going off.
Yeah.
That is not good, and it's proving to be quite a dramatic weekend so far, so let's hope it keeps up that. Though I hope it keeps in the actual time limits of what the race shall be, because just no, I can't deal with a red flag right now.
We've got to get to Formula 1 as well. 15 points in the championship then. Martin leads to Bagnaia after winning the sprint race yesterday, gaining an extra 5 points. Smoke bombs everywhere, Megan. 9 right-hand corners, 3 left-hand corners. It's well, the other way around.
No.
3 right,
no,
10 to the
right.
left. 10 to the left, 3 to the right.
No.
Oh, yeah. Right, it's going to be a great race, though.
It's left-hand corners which are really messing everything up, because they're turn 1, 3 and 11.
That's right. Everything else left. It's right, left. We're getting them all confused. Yeah.
They're the opposite ones.
3 right, 9 left. It's the right-handers causing the problems, apart from turn 8, which is still very tricky. Megan's getting ready. Left and right.
Which way do they go? That way? That way?
Well, we'll see down there. Green flag is up.
I think they go that way.
All set then for the race start. 30 laps ahead of us. 5 lights on. Action at the Saxon Ring. Good start from Martin. Better start from Oliveira than yesterday. Still a poor start though from Ralph Fernandez. He's going to drop down. Bagnaia doesn't lead into turn 1 this time. Martin's got in too deep and Oliveira takes the lead of the race. Martin makes a mistake but gets back through. The smoke at turn 2 from the flares. Martin leads as we come into turn 3. Another right hand hairpin downhill slow corner, and now begins the long lefts as we see a little bit of a raindrop at the top of the screen, but it's Martin leading, Oliveira in second, Bagnaia third. Now Morbidelli up into 4th position ahead of Alex Marquez. And Marc Marquez still battling with Bastianini further back. And look at Oliveira. He's not letting anything stop him. Trackhouse won a race win on that Aprilia. They know it's a race-winning bike, and he's on the back of Martin.
He is, and I think Disantonio's just passed Quartararo for 11th position.
Good moves already.
Just now.
There you go. And through turn 11, Alex Marquez makes the move on Franco Morbidelli. Morbidelli's about to get mugged by Vinales and Bastianini. Bastianini sends around the outside. Thank you very much. 2 places in 1 corner there to try and take back
Olivia
through.
and Bagnaia are battling out, going around this corner. Bagnaia temporarily gets ahead, but then I think Oliveira's going to manage to hold it just a little bit, though no, he loses out.
They're side by side coming across the line. Bagnaia's got that inside line. Look at Alex Marquez running behind. Bagnaia takes second, and Alex Marquez takes third. No, Marc Marquez having a go at Bastianini as well. Who was the biggest winner on that start then? Up 4 places for Marc Marquez. Biggest loser, Pedro Costa, down 4 places.
Yeah, so is Ralph Fernandez, to be honest.
Ah, right, yeah, down also 4 coming into that mix as well. Oh, God. They're all jumping around like crazy out there as well. Just keep it calm, boys. You don't need to throw it. It's the last race for the summer break. Just make sure you're not injured so you can all rest up.
Morbidelli passes Alex Marquez for 4th place. And well, some of them already got injured. Marc Marquez is was trying to make his way round Bastianini right now, going round, I don't know what corner this is.
That's in turn 8, 9, coming into 10. Bastianini gets forced out, Marc goes through. Now we're coming downhill. There's turn 10, and now we're into turn 11. The switch to the right after being left for so long. From turn 4 all the way to turn 10, your left-hand corners. Then you suddenly go right, the tyre goes, are you sure? I've got no temperature in me. So it's such a knife edge, but that's what we love about the Saxon Ring. Up the inside, Bagnaia's going for the lead in turn 14, and he's going to take it away from Martin. Martin, the 2 championship protagonists, are battling out at the front of the field. There'll be 10 points between them once again if this changes up as we come into turn 1. And look at Morbidelli for the first time this year. He's looking racy, takes 3rd position. Now, for the first time this year, he can play wingman to his teammate. We haven't seen that yet for Morbidelli in 24.
We haven't, have we? I mean, this is like a first for Martin, because he's just like looking behind, just like, my teammate.
It's my teammate. I've got a teammate this year.
Just like, I'm not alone.
He has been playing the lone soldier out there as well, the lone cowboy, I should say, more likely for Jorge Martin. Now the wounded soldier of Franco Morbidelli is right there, and he looks like he's going to cry a bit more of a hassle for his teammate than a help, because he's going to look to the inside line. Martin begins to drop back. Morbidelli might try and win this race if he's got half a chance.
His mindset is, you're not in this team next year.
He's not, that's a point, yeah. Martin's, and Morbidelli's yet to sign actually as well, on for another couple of years. I think he has put the pen to the paper. It's waiting to be 100% locked down. Alex Marquez in 5th position as well, just closing in. He's behind Oliveira. Still, this is a very close race. It's going to be lap 4 soon with 27 to go. Look at Martin. He's right to the back. And this already is a fascinating German Grand Prix. They are all keeping together so much. Do you remember a couple of years ago, Bagnaia was leading this race and he crashed from the lead. So it's not unheard of. Morbidelli is faster by 0.3 of a second than Bagnaia as we come down to turn 1. Cool track conditions are helping as well. Oh, look at that! Morbidelli's around the outside, having a go at Martin. It's a 1, didn't work out, and now they all filter into 2, single file.
Acosta is about to get passed, but it looks like by, a bunch of people.
And Quartararo jumps to 14th as well.
Bezzecchi just went up straight.
Yeah, so now begins the long left, and you've got to maintain a linger angle of 53 degrees as they come through as well. It's a long slog on the left-hand side. This is just as challenging as going right again. That's why we all love the Saxon Ring.
It is quite challenging. Ow, that hurts.
Megan's jaw really helping not her with wisdom tooth coming through as they continue to ride in.
I already have 2 of them, but this side I haven't.
Yeah, British Grand Prix day as well, not the best time to have
Yeah.
those. Have a cup of tea before the race. You get an hour off, or 55 minutes
A
or
cup
so.
of tea did help a few days ago.
Bring one into the comp box as well later on, that might help as well. Anyway, back to the action on the circuit because this race is hotter than a knife through butter. Because, look at that, Marc Marquez has now joined the party. He is 1.2 seconds off the back and he's pulled in with Ralph Fernandez. So the entire field separated by 7 seconds. The top 8, well, let's include Bastianini in that actually as well because he's 1.5 seconds off. So he's still in this little mix. Bagnaia somehow still the fastest down the straight, but Brad Binder, we haven't talked about him much this weekend, and I certainly haven't. He's climbing back in into 10th position. So he's too finding his rhythm and finding his guile out there. This race is just, I don't want to say to and fro, but it's such an interesting challenge for the riders, this track.
It is, because so many of them have gone down during practice, and they did so much during, well, did a little bit during qualifying, but not nearly as much as in practice. They did have a bit more
Oomph.
Yeah, oomph to them. But they were quite good during the, what now is the Tissot?
Tissot sprint, yeah.
The Tissot sprint.
I was told it was Tissot, but apparently the T is silence, it's Tissot.
Apparently.
News to us after 2 years. There, that's a brilliant move at turn 11. Alex Marquez faking a move to the left, then diving at the inside line on the right to get ahead of Miguel Oliveira. Oliveira down to 5th, Alex up into 4th position.
Do you think any of them will crash?
I've got a feeling that someone will go down because this level of racing is not durable. Someone will go down. You can't be in such a ham-fisted fight for so long and not go down. It's that type of race. Look at that, Bagnaia rear sliding out. Oliveira sending up the inside turn 1 and making a move on Alex Marquez. Meantime, look at that from Ralph Fernandez diving up the inside of Bastianini. Alex Marquez is battling with Ralph Fernandez's teammate Miguel Oliveira, and he has kept 4th position as we come round turn 3. So Trackhouse proving that they're a force to be reckoned with. As we take a look at a replay on the side of a monitor, yeah, this is what I picked out and forgot to mention. Look at Franco Morbidelli having a bit of a slide, but then Marc Marquez sending up the inside of Ralph Fernandez and a sweet move on the inside for 8th position. So that's up to 7th now for Marc Marquez.
25 laps to go of the race now, and it's 30 laps today, isn't it?
Yeah, longer than the sprint was even yesterday.
I mean, it's surprising because we usually get like 24 laps for a race, but no.
One of the longest of the season at 30. It's because it's such a short track here as well. We're just doing 1 minute 20s, and it's so fast. So look at that. Morbidelli is surprisingly keeping himself in. This is the first time we've seen Morbidelli competitive on the Ducati. He crashed pre-season, of course, really heavily. If it wasn't for Marc Marquez and Alex Marquez helping him, he would have probably been out for the entire season. So Morbidelli, no testing on this bike. It's taking him 9 races, but he's going to have a go on his inside of his teammate down to turn 1. Meantime as well, Martin's having a go at the race lead on the inside turn 1. That's going to run them both wide. Bagnaia goes in too deep, but Martin takes the lead of the German Grand Prix. But now, look at Bagnaia. He is not letting this one go. The gap back to 20 points now in the championship. As this is crucial. It's a difference. It's 10 points on the line between these two going into the summer break. And Bagnaia wants to win.
It's quite close. I mean, wait, now it's 20.
Yeah, well, it's 10 points if Bagnaia's in the lead, 20 points if Martin's in the lead, because...
Bagnaia in the lead means it's more possibility of drama.
Well, there's 5 points between 1 and 2 in race. Like Vinales has crashed. Maverick's crashed. And that's not good because he was injured anyway. Now he's just gone through the gravel.
Oh.
He's not crashed and gone down. He's rally crossed it. Oh, it's unbelievable. Somebody called Julia because that is speedway racing.
He's not even last.
That's brilliant.
He's managed to not even be last.
He is 18th. He went off the track coming through turn 8, rally crossed through the as well, and he's through the gravel. Go back on. That is speedway style racing.
That is impressive.
Well, somebody called Julia because she's covering that as well this weekend. I don't know. I don't think Maddie's on site this weekend. I think she's getting ready for Donington. I haven't actually texted this weekend because we haven't had time. So.
Do you know who I'm impressed with?
Who?
Acosta.
Yeah, where is he?
10th.
Yeah, not too bad from Pedro.
Especially where he started.
Oh, Franco Morbidelli just try and look around the outside of Bagnaia towards turn number 1. It didn't pay off that manoeuvre. He nearly clipped his front end to Bagnaia's rear tyre through turn 3. The right-hander, and then left again through 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You are on your left side for about 30 seconds, actually. And Bagnaia made a mistake. Morbidelli's going to try and capitalise on that. Bagnaia went too wide, so had to sort of readjust himself, coming down the hill through turn 8. And Morbidelli is eyes wide open. He's going to try and slip through to get into second position.
Do you know what's also interesting? The fact that Marc Marquez is currently in 6th, but he is not for Marquez right now, who has a possibility of leading the race. That would be Alex Marquez, who is currently in 4th position and gaining quite nicely on Morbidelli.
He's closing in now. Look, we can see it visibly closing now on Franco Morbidelli as we come in towards turn 12. The last two corners, 13 and 14, then on this circuit. Oliveira, too, in 5th position, is holding off quite nicely. I think it is down to Marc Marquez now, isn't it? It's that gap, the top 6, all closing back up to try and have an attack for a charge forward.
Speaking of, there they are, the top 6.
Over the hill and far away, Morbidelli comes to play and dives up the inside of Bagnaia, and that is second position for Franco Morbidelli. Prima Pramac 1-2 here in Germany.
Could this be a win?
It could be, but Martin would want the points. So what would Morbidelli? I think Morbidelli would go, you're not Leo next year. But then again, Morbidelli, I don't think he's staying, because don't forget, next year he left Yamaha to go to Ducati, and next year the Prima Pramac team is coming Yamaha. So, would he really want to stay with the Yamaha bike that he left?
No, he purposely left that so he could get away from it.
If anything, I can see him going to VR46s, but that's looking quite lined up, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah.
I can't quite remember if the contract's already been signed or not, but Morbidelli, I don't think he's going to stay there. So I don't think either of these two are going to be there, which means, is there a camaraderie that they're both teammates now but not going to be next year? Or is it still like, right, well, that's it, we're both leaving the team, there's no reason to play fair, let's just have an all-out war?
I'd choose the war.
I'll choose the war as well, because you don't help yourself in your own career if you're paid to a teammate like Jorge Martin. Martin is a fast rider, but he is leaving the Ducati family, and if you want to stay with the Ducati family in any way, you attack and attack and attack.
Okay, hasn't gone down. No, he has gone down, I think. Antonio.
Digi's dropped back. So where's that?
Entered pits.
Oh, okay, that's a technical problem.
Yeah, I noticed something was wrong when I saw Quartararo pass him, fine, but then Miller passed him, then Fernandez passed him, then Nagami, and then he just started dropping and went in the pits.
Okay, so Digi pits, that's probably to end the race as well. How do I snooze for 5 minutes the adverts? There we go.
I wonder if Antonio has problems with the bike from yesterday. Also, remember...
Yeah.
Don't snooze them too much.
I know. You get one snooze, but I won't be able to, because I've only got 2 left. So that's 5, 10, 15. This race is not going to last. Yeah, and we're going to have an ad break at some point on the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Because I won't be able to do it all.
Next time.
Yeah. When the race is quiet down a bit.
Yes.
We're still in the infancy here, 10 of 30.
Because we don't want to have no snoozes by the time it gets to the podium.
Yeah,
F1.
Yeah. Well, we're not doing the podium for this.
Well, either way, we just don't want to have no snoozes by next time.
Yes. You only get 3 and it refreshes every hour.
Hour?
Or something like that. We kept having them in NASCAR, but I can't remember. It was such a long race when we did that race on Twitch only. Over the hill I go. Once again. Now the race is quieting down. We may as well run the ads.
Can you undo that?
I can by clicking run 1 minute 30 ad. I don't like how it is now, though. Someone needs to talk about these Twitch things. Anyway, here's the order. Martin, 17.769. Morbidelli, 17.836. So both fast, but Martin definitely faster. Oh, it's such a breakaway, though, isn't it? Now they're all quietening down, because now they're going to start saving tyres. 10 laps of pure racing, 10 laps of saving tyres, then 10 more laps of, like, fully go now. That's how it always works in these series.
Let's see how many laps there are to go.
Well, 20 left. Running at 2 minutes, or 1 at 20 a lap. That takes us to around about 45, 50 on the clock.
27 minutes left.
Which takes us to around about 1/4 to the hour, yeah. Pretty much normal standard distance.
43.
SHT is in the Twitch chat saying Morbidelli is cooking here. He absolutely is. Nice to see you again, SHT. Oh, Alex Marquez thinking about a move on Bagnaia.
It's getting awfully close.
We still don't have our lives back on our main YouTube channel, by the way. So British Grand Prix is here and on JB Motorsports 2.
Well, it was during this hour.
Yeah, so I think it might be back at 2, maybe 3. I think it's about, personally, I think it's going to be back at 3 just before the lights go on. So if it comes back on the formation lap, JT is going to activate streaming immediately, and I'm going to go and put the spinny on, and we'll go from there. Excuse me.
19
Your mic picks that up. You've got it so loud because you're talking so quiet.
Wasn't talking then either.
There's no point in me even muting the mic because yours picks it up. Anyway, back to the action. Nothing is happening at the moment.
Nope.
They've all they've gone to sleep. That's what happens in these.
Now we just need one of them to mess up.
It's the tyres. It's always the tyres.
Well, they were going around this speed during a practice session, so they kept falling off. So maybe we'll do that now.
Great stat here from SHT, who says, first DNF of the season in the Grand Prix for D'Antonio. He's retiring the sprints, but that's his first retirement of the season in the Grand Prix. Great stat there, SHT.
First retirement, because...
Technical problem as well. Yeah, it's a technical issue that's caused D'Antonio's retirement from this race too.
Oh, Marini just got passed by Vinales, but Vinales making his way back up the field from his
Look
little
at turn
tumble.
1. Everyone's getting it wrong. They're all going super deep on the brakes, using too much front end tyre, and just go like, okay, let's just see if I can slip through on the inside. See if I can get through.
That's because they're terrified of turn 1.
Yeah, they really are.
It caused so many accidents.
Replay. Race start. Turn 3. Riders involved. Binder and Marquez. Did Binder clip? Oh, well, Mark turned into Binder there. Just robbing is racing. If you don't like that, get out of motorsport. Robbing is racing.
I don't even think Mark felt that.
He's got a tyre mark on it. He's got a, look, they've highlighted it as well. He's got a tyre mark on his side leg.
Autograph.
Yeah. Can I have your autograph on your from a Brembo brake, please? Thank you very much.
I'm not even sure Mark felt that.
No, he wouldn't have. Amount of padding he's got on his legs there.
Just gets off a bike, just like,
When did that happen? When did that happen? Got a mark on my trousers.
Is that from when I got on the bike, or did someone hit me?
Look at that. Morbidelli is 1/10 of a second faster a lap than Martin. We might just be on for a miracle here for Franco Morbidelli. His last race win came in Valencia 2020. He's only had over 3 Grand Prix victories, of course, all in the 2020 season, actually. Here, he's San Marino, Australia, I believe, and Valencia.
Jeez.
I think he took Australia.
Miller passes... Well, Miller gets passed by Augusto Fernandez.
There is going to be an ad break, and I can't snooze it. So, because it's locked me out of the snooze.
Enjoy the ad.
Yeah, so you'll have an advert coming in 30 seconds' time. I think it'll go picture-in-picture, so you should be okay. I think we set it up for picture-in-picture. If not, if anything happens, I promise to shut the house down when you come back.
Wow.
Martin leads for Morbidelli, Bagnaia, Alex Marquez, Oliveira 5th, Marc Marquez, Passionini, and Ralph Fernandez, Pedro Costa. Binder has the top 10 as well.
Vinales passes Nakagami.
Not much going on out anywhere else.
Seems to be having a little battle with
Look, one thing, it now says ads starting soon. One thing I don't want to do is be like The Sopranos when they cut me off mid-sentence. And they did that! I timed that to perfection, to be fair, but they actually cut me off mid-sentence. Like, mid-sent... They actually do it. We'll have to go back and look at that later. Because they actually mid-sent... off. Jess says, me being turbo allows me to skip ads. Oh, brilliant. So, the people still viewing, hello. If you have turbo.
For those who are watching this back, how do you like the funny cut-off?
Do you know, there is actually a possibility on the YouTube we can manually place ads during the video. On YouTube. I might just go put one in there just for fun. Like when we upload the video later and premiere it.
It's like...
Yeah, mid-sent.
And then come back, tense.
Yeah. Oh, the comedy time. That's made... Do you know, that's actually made me a bit happy. Turbo or subscribers. Oh, brilliant. Little move there. Bagnaia trying to have attack on Franco Morbidelli. Look, there's only 26 seconds left. Bagnaia, if we could just wait a little bit to make the overtake, I'll be eternally grateful. He's on the back of him, coming through to turn 11.
You know what I just thought, right?
Is he going to go for a move? No. Go on.
You know what I just thought? Every time I hear eternally grateful.
He's going for it! Bagnaia, I don't like you anymore. He's taken Morbidelli for second place. So I'm going to have to now re-say that again in about 3 seconds time. But Morbidelli's fighting back on the inside line.
Marc Marquez has passed Oliveira for 5th place. Now it's brother against brother.
Welcome back. If you were not a subscriber or a Turbo member and you had to suffer with an outbreak, all you've missed is the fact that Bagnaia went to the inside line and got ahead of Franco Morbidelli. Now Miguel Oliveira is closing in on Marc Marquez as well, back after Marquez had just passed him back.
You know what I think whenever I hear eternally grateful.
Yeah, I'll say it like that.
Yeah. Toy Story is forever stuck in my head.
You saved them? Well, let's adapt them. Daddy!
Oh, now I want to watch. I can't wait for Manzara and Elliot watching.
Oh, Toy Story 2 is better than Toy Story 1.
Agreed.
Although, you are a toy. I like the cars on. You are a toy car!
That's funny.
You are a sad little convertible and you have my pity. Look at that. Marc Marquez's dad happy with his boy making the move on Oliveira down there. Meantime, here comes Alex having a go at Franco Morbidelli inside line at turn 12. He twitched out of 11. Alex is holding no fear and he has re-signed with the Grassini team for next season, so he's staying. He likes the team and he is happy to stay on board.
Now, the next time Mark overtakes someone, his dad's going to get a little bit like, do I say yay or you can get him?
Are you saying boo or boo owns?
It's like, which son do I support here?
Well, they're both on the same team. He's just annoyed that next year he's going to have to spend time between two garages again. This year it's been like it was in 2020. You just stay in one garage for the whole weekend.
It's like, can't you boys just stay in the same garage? It's like, no. It's like, I'm just glad we didn't have a third.
Christmas dinner's going to be interesting again next year. Marc Marquez there probably with a 9th World Championship trophy, and Alex just sat there quietly cutting the turkey angrily.
Just like,
did you win anything this year? Don't you talk to me again. Takes out his 2 Moto2 trophies and Moto3 World Championships.
I'm first rider.
I won a team. Who do you have? Pecco? Yeah.
It's like,
next year really is. Yeah, he walks away just stabbing the fork into the turkey.
there's like,
and here he comes on the inside. That's Alex making a move for Morbidelli at turn 12, and he's through. And Max, anything you can do, I can do better. He's right in the back now as well. Yes, it's a Ducati top 7. No, top 6, but it's not that bad, because there goes Bastianini ahead of Oliveira. A little bit of wheel banging between the two out of the last corner, and now it is a top 6 Ducati domination.
just checking whether they have a third child.
Joe, the only one laying the side down right now is the VR46 boys. Bezzecchi, of course, Digi's out.
Yeah, they have not been good this weekend.
So it's Prima Ducati. It's Prima Ducati Grassini. Prima Grassini Ducati. Sounds like divorce beheaded died, divorce beheaded survived. The 6 Ducatis of Gigi Dall'Igno and Davide Tardozzi. That's pretty much what's going on right now between the two of them. 13 laps to go. It's half distance past here. Jorge Martin leads the German Grand Prix at the Sachsenring. Second is Pecco Bagnaia. Third is Alex Marquez. Morbidelli, his early race pace, now looking like he's dropping back ever so slightly. So it's move along together, move along home. Do you remember that one? Have you got to that bit yet in Deep Space Nine?
No.
Alan Moraine?
No, I have not got that far. I'm rewatching Voyager.
You are going to have Alan Moraine stuck in your head for about, I don't know, decades.
Lower Decks already done.
Do you know, Avery Brooks, who played Captain Sisko, still remembers that song.
Really?
He sings, yeah, because he sang it. He said, what was the worst part and the most memorable part? He said, Alan Moraine, count 2, 4, Alan Moraine, then 3 more, Alan Moraine, come with me, Alan Moraine, then you'll see.
Well, at least he's getting out of the place.
Yeah. You go to the hopscotch as well. That's what I was thinking when I was doing the hopscotch the other day when we went to Rhodes. I was like, I'll have a rain, count 2, 4. 12 to go.
I've got it in. Oh, Nakagami gets passed by Marini.
Yeah, a little bit of a mood change there.
I already have it slightly stuck in my head simply because of lower decks.
Oh, that was Alan Moraine too. Yeah. That was Alan. That was the same one.
Because Mariner got it wrong, but then Rutherford had to literally go through the entire thing.
Okay, yeah.
And he got through it so quick.
Well, it's easy. Alan Moraine can't do it. Yeah, see, it gets stuck in your head, Alan Moraine. Blame Quark.
Everyone does. Okay, so they only have 2 children.
Yes.
So he only has to worry about being between 2 garages. He doesn't have to worry about 3.
Oh, about Alex Marquez's
Yes.
Mark's father, yeah. Yes. SHT said, for the one time this season, Marini is beating Mia on pure pace. Yeah, Marini's in 16th on the Repsol, just outside the points. Jack Miller down in 15th. Terrible weekend for the KTMs. They have not turned up at all this weekend. Usually, we're always on about the KTMs. They haven't turned up. Neither has the Aprilias. Ducati have run away with it this weekend.
They haven't got above 9th position.
Yeah, and I presume they were the same in the practice sessions as well that you were covering.
Yes.
Yeah, thought so.
In fairness, Ducati have been the more dominant this weekend.
Well, it's their type of circuit, isn't it?
Yeah.
High speed here at the Sachsenring in Germany. Continue to close through. It's the only German Grand Prix around the calendar. I would get the flag out, but we thought Silverstone, British and German flag, might not be the best idea to put them side by side.
Let's do it.
Can't even get the Silverstone flag up as well. That's what I mean. It won't stick to that.
Just start wearing it around your shoulders.
If a British driver wins, I will put the Union flag around me like a cape.
Do you know
there's a spider on it? That's why I'm not moving it. Can you see?
Where?
You can see the web and the spider there on the desk. That's why I'm not moving.
Oh,
that.
there is. Yeah, there is.
I'm slightly worried about the race-worn Lando hat that we've got on there. Can we freaking? But we kind of need that there. Yeah, it's fine. Have a look.
It's gonna move Lando.
Yeah, Lando's fine.
Can we stop keeping Lando?
Well, he keeps on doing well.
Yeah, we know. Maybe on weekdays.
Right, 10 to go, which means we have gone through the boring part of the race with tyre saving. Now we can get back to some action. 21 of 30, 10 to go. Anyone saying, oh, well, that's 9. You can't let that wrong. Come on, we're all racing fans.
Also, it says on the screen it's 10 to go, so it's 10 to go.
Yeah, everybody who comes at me and says, why are you saying it's always like it's 9 to go, said you count the lap we're on. It's like 21 of 30, 10 to go. Motorsport people, can I say, that's probably why in mathematics everyone goes, well, that's really hard because it needs 9 to get to 30. But it's like, oh, you can't lap you're on. No wonder but everyone who's a motorsport fan is terrible at mathematics.
Apart from me.
Yeah, well. Look, we have to look at a timing screen to work out gaps and intervals as well. It's really hard.
I generally think that's why I'm good at maths.
The timing screens?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I think I'm good at it. I can work out the gaps.
It's like, it's easy for us. I mean, come to think of it, it did take me a while to figure out tenths, hundredths and thousands.
Why do we need Pythagoras or whatever the bloody hell it is?
Pythagoras, that's the triangle one, right?
Yeah, why do we need that? The universe is made up of triangles. Triangles are the most recognisable thing on the planet. That's why the Illuminati people...
For building things!
Yeah.
We need triangles for building things and trying to figure out how to fold a piece of paper correctly.
I know, I've never seen the point.
That's the only thing. Do you know those triangle pieces of paper? Oh, see the point. I get it.
Over the head. Break it. Oh, contact! Marc Marquez running into the side of Renee and Bastianini coming out of turn 1. They both got clipped up together. Somehow they stay on the bikes. Now, whose fault was that? Mark lets him back through and then cuts back. Bastianini's keeping on the inside line. But whose fault was that? Because we cut to that angle quite late. And all we saw was Marquez bouncing like a buckaroo.
Do you know what's funny? At that same time, Raul Fernandez went down like 3 places.
Oh, he's dropped down to 10th position as well. So he's losing out of it. Oh, and Vinales up to the 13th, passes Augusto Fernandez in 14th. Watch out for Marini to maybe get Honda's points this season as well. I would love a replay.
Honda points.
Oh, right. Yeah. I would love a replay on that because that was contact to the highest degree. How neither of them went down, don't know. I think Bastianini turned in. Marquez put his bike on the inside line at turn 2, and Bastianini just drove right into him and caused the contact. Here we go. So there's Marc Marquez on the inside line. That's the battle for fourth. Oh, it's Morbidelli.
It's Morbidelli.
It's Morbidelli who it turns into.
I think that's kind of a little bit of Mark's fault.
So it's not. So it's not Bastianini. It's Morbidelli's fault. He just turned into it. We thought it was Bastianini from the way that angle was at.
I think that's a little bit of Mark's fault.
Yeah, but it's going to be Bastianini now because Mark has cut him off into turn one as we come back through. So it was Morbidelli. He's just reading into the side of Marc Marquez. I apologise to Enea Bastianini.
But in fairness, it wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. I finally just got my Discord messages back. I've come through.
Yay.
Have we got the live streams back yet, though? We didn't have half an hour ago. That's one thing I'm looking at. Live.
Well, I think that's about the same.
No. Must be 2 o'clock then.
Must be.
Oh, it's going to get harder and harder, isn't it, to get this on? We'll wait until after 2. But if not, we'll just have to do the pre-show maybe twice. 8 to go here at Silverstone. Martin from Bagnaia. Alex Marquez, Franco Morbidelli. Marc Marquez is in P5. Bastianini is 6th. Oliveira in 7th place as well. But it's the top 6 that is just a Ducati domination here in Germany. And it's going to be Martin who's going to have advantage in this race. I don't know. I still like this race. It was an exciting start, but then after that 10, it's just died.
It has.
Every time. There's been nothing after lap 10.
Let's see how long it takes for Gardner to finish the thingy-majig.
No further action after looking at the Morbidelli and Marc Marquez incident. Let's look at it again. So Marc goes to the inside. Morbidelli's gone wide and just rides to the side of Marc.
Oh, so it wasn't Mark's fault. It looked like it was from that angle. Also, Gardner has 2 sectors behind people.
Look, the messages are working.
Ooh.
Not all of them, but into the pits and retired. Hey, that's good. I'll keep an eye on that. That's one screen at least working so far up here in the commentary box that we get a bit more information for. Martin leads by 0.8 of a second to Bagnaia. So finally, this little battle is heating back up here in Germany. This is what we want to see. Can Bagnaia take a win and reduce that gap in the championship down to just 10 points in standings? Or are we going to be stuck with a little bit more? The gumption comes through. The racing continues. Lap 25 of 30. 6 to go here at Saxon. Morbidelli dropping back now again. Here comes Marc Marquez.
Right, so Mark is looking, it seems to go. Okay, he keeps staring at the left-hand side of Morbidelli's bike, so I'm guessing he's going to try and go round since it's mainly left-hand corners.
Oh.
So I'm guessing he's going to try and go around a right-hand corner and go around the outside. At least that's how I
Max
would do it.
Verstappen has a new floor after Q1.
Probably wise.
No, well, shouldn't that be a penalty then? It's a major change.
Yeah.
FIA need to get working what is penalty and what isn't.
FIA rules don't apply to Max Verstappen, like we saw when he got no further action in a pit lane incident with Lando Norris, when it really should have been a penalty.
You were saying about Ralph Fernandez and Pedro Acosta. Look how close Acosta got in the battle for 8th at the inside. Getting ahead of Miguel Oliveira, and then Oliveira clipped his part of his front. Rear winglet gone for Pedro Acosta there. And Marc Marquez has going to dive at the inside line and get ahead of Franco Morbidelli this time. Morbidelli does know he's there, gives him just about enough room. Marc goes through.
I knew he was going to go on the left.
Yeah. Of course he is. Bastianini's going to go on the inside line to the right, and he'll squeeze through ahead. No, Morbidelli's trying to fight back late to the brakes.
Mark just kept staring at that angle, and I just thought, it's like he's staring longingly at it.
It's a massive surprise. The gap. It's going to be 20 points in the World Championship right now, despite the fact that Bagnaia and Martin first and second. Bagnaia needs to win for it to be 10 points again. So he needs to just nullify with this weekend. If Bagnaia wins this race, it's nullified this race because it came in as 10 points, it loses 10 points.
Imagine if he keep doing that.
Oh no, Bagnaia needs to get his act together in the championship if he wants to fight between it. Again, it's between these two. And Martin this year isn't going to hold anything back. He wants to be world champion and go to everything. Go to Aprilia. Gas. Take 3. No. Martin wants to go to Aprilia as champion. That was a great save by Mark, says SHT. Morbidelli is not giving any Fs in this race. You're I'm in absolute agreement with you there, my friend. As Bastianini's going to go at the inside of Morbidelli this time. Yeah, you're right. Morbidelli nearly took him out again, and he's got the switch back up towards the last corner at turn 14. Oh, a little bit of a jump there from Bastianini. That's going to put my Morbidelli back up the inside, and ready for the Texas two-step, because through he goes again. Bastianini gets back ahead and goes up into 5th position. Morbidelli, right in his wheel tracks, looks to the inside line, goes late to the brakes in towards turn 1. Bastianini gives him enough room as well. There's going to be contact between the two if they're not careful. Through goes Morbidelli. Bastianini retreats to lick his wounds once more.
Alex is in 3rd. Take a minute to process that. At least we're going to get 1 Marquez on the podium.
Now you know why I've snoozed, because we get 5 more minutes now, then we get another snooze, which is another 5 minutes, which gives us the end of the race, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll be out of snoozes. But you're welcome. Because otherwise we lose a lap. And I don't like being ITV. Right, race on. Bastianini's rear tyres sliding around. They've all got hard front medium rears, so no one's gone for a medium front medium rear because they knew what type of track this is. Bastianini trying suicide for a move by looking to the inside line of the fastest corner of the track at turn 11. I would have taken them both out.
It would have. Also, I think in practice they all chose something with a medium on for the front, and that did not work out well for me.
SSG says it's been a quiet one. Since we saw Morbidelli being this aggressive. Also, it's been quite a while since we saw Morbidelli being this aggressive like he was in 2020. Absolutely agree with you there. It's nice to see Morbidelli getting back into the swing of his old self after his pre-season accident and quite poor couple of years, it must be said, with Yamaha. There's your leaders in the top corner in the opened up box. Martin to Bagnaia. Dorna actually got criticised yesterday. I know, shocker. Because they didn't show Martin cross the line. They breached guidelines. International sporting guidelines. You must show the winner of the race.
Not the first time I've done it.
No, but they keep getting in trouble. And they got their final warning yesterday.
Oh, dear.
Which is why that box is open now. You might be noticing. Because you have to show the winner of a sporting event because of betting rules.
They're going to do it again. Because it's not the first time.
Because of betting and gambling rules, you have to show the actual finish at the line, otherwise they can contest it, saying that we didn't see it. Morbidelli and Bastianini are still battling together. They're still side by side. Morbidelli back ahead of Bastianini. We're watching Marc Marquez and Alex Marquez. There we go. Look at these two battling it out. Morbidelli back ahead for 5th position. Bastianini's really flying in right now, trying his best, and is just chunks to position everywhere, isn't it? And he's through on the inside turn 12. Does Morbidelli know he's there? He does now, and Bastianini goes through with awesome speed. Morbidelli gets back in the slipstream, down towards turn number 1. Wow, crash! Bagnaia! Martin's out! He's done it again, just like in Barcelona! And just like in Jerez!
10 points.
At crucial stages in a World Championship battle with 2 laps to go, Jorge Martin crashes out of the German Grand Prix, and now it is Pecco Bagnaia leading this race.
It was turn 1.
Front's gonna buckle on entry.
Exactly how we've been seeing all weekend. Turn 1 claims Martin.
The status quo is enabled. Rider OK, our first crasher of the race, Pecco Bagnaia, and now it's Alex versus Mark for a podium. The 2 brothers can hash it out at the front.
Well, they both got a podium.
And Mark goes through for 2nd. Older brother against younger brother.
Wait a minute. If Bagnaia does his usual, that means that Mark can win.
Well, with 1 more tour to go, I'm not sure Bagnaia would do his usual. But now, Bagnaia will lead the title on 222 points. And instead of coming in with being 10 points behind of Martin, he leaves here 10 points ahead. It's advantage Pecco.
Jeez.
Wow! What a... I bet Bagnaia is smiling. I said, this is what Martin always does. He throws it away. He's so... I don't want to say immature, but his riding style, it's fast, but it costs him. Yeah, it's impulsive. Bang on the word. He can't believe his luck. He's not at a World Championship level yet. He's fast, but he's not at that level.
Give him another season.
This man is. Yes, he makes mistakes, but only when tripped up. He is consistent. Bagnaia is going to clean up from 10 points down to 10 points up. The German gamble has worked for him.
And may I just say, at least Mark remains being on the podium for each of the ones.
Acosta gets ahead of Binder. It's into the last two corners here at the German Grand Prix. What bit of luck for Pecco Bagnaia. He comes into the last corner and Pecco Bagnaia wins the German Grand Prix and is the new King of the Ring. Marc Marquez, for the first time, is defeated in a race he's finished here in the Saxon Ring. Him and Alex Marquez get a podium, and the brothers are delighted with themselves as well. It's a happy Ducati, and Martin drops to second in the standings. Bagnaia came into this weekend 10 points down. He leaves 10 points up.
I can't believe that both Marquezes are on the podium.
And we missed the podium.
Also, the fact that Mark may not be able to say he's won every single race he's finished here.
But he's been on the podium every single time
he's been on the podium.
Here, yeah. That's going to be... And that is such an important one as well for Bagnaia to win. And Martin, he will go into the summer break now on attack mode.
He will.
The British Grand Prix in a month's time in August is going to be electric. So has everyone now crossed the line? They have. Max, talk us through it. Oh, hang on, you've got to sort. You've got to, I'll do it.
I've got that.
I need a drink. Right. It's Pecco Bagnaia victorious. Marc Marquez is second. Alex Marquez third. Enea Bastianini's fourth. Franco Morbidelli is in fifth position as well. Pecco Bagnaia is now the Ducati rider with the most wins in the Premier class. Bagnaia has now won a total of 24 races for the factory team. Impressive. After the top five as well, sixth for Miguel Oliveira, best result for Trackhouse in their debut season. Pedro Acosta in seventh, Marco Bezzecchi eighth, Brad Binder's ninth, Raul Fernandez 10th, Fabio Quartararo 11th, Maverick Vinales is 12th, Jack Miller 13th, and Gustavo Fernandez 14th. Takaki Nakagami picking up a point for Honda in the LCR squad as well. Well done for there. Luca Marini just missed out by 37 thousandths of a second at the line, so he really was pushing Marini. It was a photo finish there. Zarco is in seventh. Tyre pressure for Zarco, Bradl and Fernandez is under investigation by the stewards. So that could be a penalty coming. So,
that's Augusto.
Yeah, Zarco, Bradl and Fernandez's tyre pressures are under investigation.
That'd be Augusto Fernandez.
And Jess says, got to pick a winner point for picking Bagnaia. Boom. Well done, Jess. Out of the race, though, Gardner. Well, no, Gardner finished. So it was just Martin and Tisantonio.
Yeah.
Megan, you've commentated on all the races this weekend. What did you make of that?
I thought it was an extremely good race. Barring the little lull in the middle.
Weekend-wise?
Weekend-wise, I thought it was quite eventful.
Yeah. I did too. It's going to be good. Well, thanks to everybody for tuning in to the live coverage of the races and especially to the coverage of the practice sessions and the races delayed on YouTube. We're sorry we couldn't bring you live on JB Motorsports. We're working with Dorna to try and figure out a new way to make sure that we can bring them live coverage. But MotoGP now goes on a summer break. In a month's time, it's the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, to where Bagnaia will go there as championship leader by 10 points, to Martin in second, 10 points back. Advantage Bagnaia as we go to the summer break. We'll see you in a month at Silverstone. Bye-bye.